Goblet of the Truth Index by Dr. Ron Pleune, drpleune@gmail.com.
Contrariness, law of contrariness. The positives and negatives of life affecting knowledge and attitude. Chapter 21. Lines 1:11.
If you human beings are actually observed and analysed, then it is noticeable that none amongst you can entirely accept himself or herself in his or her natural kind. Built up in each of you are basic prerequisites and basic thoughts, as well as their out-resulting basic feelings that belong to you, which are in you and remain in you until you pass on and depart out of the life through the dying. So, for example, the committing of errors and the striving, so that the process of the learning and of the evolving can function at all, as well as aggression, anxiety and fear, joy, happiness, guilt and sorrow, or thoughts and feelings of the superiority or the inferiority. The whole is based therein that your human life, as all life indeed, is founded in an interaction between contrary factors, and this contrariness is a determining factor for everything which exists, lives, crawls and flies. The law of the contrariness is given in everything, whether it be in the ebb and flood of the seas, whether in the blowing or the calm of the wind, in the day and in the night, in the light and in the darkness, or in the male and the female, in the life and dying, in the birth and in the death, in the noise or in the stillness, in the love and in the hatred, in the peace and in the war, because this law of the contrariness is interwoven into all and everything, and is therefore recognizable everywhere. However, a closer observation and consideration of the law of the contrariness leads to the recognition that the basic prerequisites, basic thoughts, and the thereout resulting basic feelings can by no way be regarded as scourges of you human beings, because they fundamentally represent challenges through which the life is primarily made worth living. Since it is through this encouragement, which is what the challenge actually is, that more and more truth cognitions, joy, and more deep sense reality is extracted from the life. However, you human beings are of the view that you cannot accept yourselves amply, then this direction of reflecting corresponds to a view that is based on entirely wrong modes of understanding and wrong modes of observing and considering, which have been made in a wrong wise due to prior wrong interpretations of life experiences. Indeed, you generally urge yourselves to put all and everything that meets you or happens to you in the negative light, and therefore to negate everything to a large extent, instead of recognizing the good and positive and evaluating it so that it becomes to the positive knowledge and to the positive life attitude. The wrongdoing of the negation is, however, truthfully not the depth of the self-rejection of you human beings, but rather a no more and no less strongly distorted picture of your own thought and feeling world which, namely, esteems you in the bottom of your inner nature as extremely valuable, but which you want to turn to the opposite through wrong thoughts and views. Truthfully, indeed, built up in each one of you human beings, in accordance with the law of the contrariness, are not only negative basic prerequisites, basic thoughts and basic feelings that you have created yourselves, but also positive ones, only that these are generally covered and overlaid through negative ones, and so are hardly or not at all felt and diffusely deformed. In spite of being covered and overlaid through negative things, however, the positive basic prerequisites, basic thoughts, and basic feelings do exist and are merely waiting to be brought forth and utilized. These positive basic prerequisites, basic thoughts, and basic feelings are high inner values of you human beings, such as true love, inner freedom, harmony, and inner peace, as well as virtues, honesty, courage, compulsion to be active, character strength, personality development, longing for the truthfully life, for the creational laws and recommendations, for the fulfillment of the sense of the life, as well as for wanting to be something oneself, and for wanting to be oneself.